This starts off as a normal story in a way where there's a poor woodcutter and he would like his son to kind of do well and kind of do better than he wants him to. So he gives him money to go to school so that he doesn't have to toil with his hands. I mean, this is kind of a story that many of us know. But then there is, like in many of these stories, the sort of fly in the ointment, or the it doesn't quite work out and the money runs out and now they don't really know what to do. And so the problem comes in, and this is like many of these fairy tales where, like with Hansel and Gretel or Jack and the Beanstalk, they're, you know, what they normally do to make their way in the world and to survive is no longer working. So now what are they going to do? Are they going to double down and kind of keep their nose to the grindstone and keep doing the same thing and expect a different result, or what? And so that's where I feel like the story kind of starts.
Yeah, and I think you point to an important part of it in that the father is his mindset, I think, is very clear. Like they don't, he's kind of a one-dimensional character, I guess, but it's a fairy tale, so who cares? But he is very focused on work. He seems very certain that he won't do very well. Oh, I can only scrape this pittance. Oh, what was it? You are my only son. I want to spend the money that I have earned by the sweat of my brow for your education, so you can support me in my old age. Oh, I thought there was something. Yeah, the little pittance from his father was all spent, and the boy had to return home.
Mm.
There it was. Um, and yeah, just the way that the father's perspective is one of, like you said, nose to the grindstone, just have to work really hard, and and you can feel his emotions, especially later on in the story when he's in the woods with his son. You can see how little room there is for like joy or play or wonder in his life. He's like, "Oh, why are you running around? You're going to waste your energy. And where have you been? And oh my God, what are we going to do?" Like he's carrying so much stress inside of himself, which is understandable. If he's a poor woodcutter and he's lived this life of poverty, that can happen to the best of us. But I also think you can look at the tale as, like I always do, if they're different parts of the same person, like inside all of us, there's this younger part. The son, there's this younger part that's kind of a little more carefree, a little more trusting in our luck, a little more. I mean, the son says the son seems very blessed. Um, he says, "Father, dear, don't worry about it. If it's God's will, everything will turn out well for me. I will do all right." And he represents that belief throughout the whole story, and you can contrast that very much with the father's belief of, no, I have to work as hard as I can, and that will barely cover our daily bread, and you're useless and I can't count on you, and I don't even have a second axe for you, and how do I get a second axe? And
Mm.
oh, what do we do? Oh, now your axe is broken and I have to pay for that. And it's just the
Mm.
stress, the constant stress that
Mm.
he's perpetuating on some level, which is understandable given his past. But you have to ask, if if I'm the father's therapist or something, it's like, hey, is all of this worry actually serving you? Is it
Mm.
actually like bringing you a benefit, or is it just an extra weight that you're carrying around? I mean, I don't know if you would ask something that direct in therapy, but since we're talking about it, instead of
Mm.
me, being in therapy with this guy, I think it's a fair question because
Mm.
the son shows that that's not true.
Yeah.